One cracked switch, one family trapped inside, and here's how I figured it out. Hey, I'm Scott, and I had got a switch problem where the back of my switch cracked, and I freaked out, and I blamed my kid, and that's because I've lost my patience lately, and I'm trying to calm down and be a good person inside, but accidents happen, and it may have actually been me that caused it. I don't know where this came from, but there's a small crack on the back of the original Nintendo Switch right there. So what do? Well, you can fix it. Scott, figure it out. So that's exactly what I did. Now, I'm not a fix-it type guy, and it makes me nervous to try to repair stuff. My back garden is a disaster because I've never figured out how to garden. I'm trying to learn how to bake, but this is a good time to figure things out. And I decided to follow some instructions from iFixit, which were great and are available online. And I ordered some parts from Amazon, which you can get right now if you're willing to wait a little bit. Repairing the back of a Switch is one of the easier things, so I didn't want to freak out too much. I didn't crack the screen, I didn't damage the Joy-Cons, and people repair the casings to the Joy-Cons a lot. Those are pretty intricate, and so you need to get a specific type of screwdriver. I bought a few of these on Amazon. I've got the Switch, I've got the replacement back cover that I ordered. Don't stress. Please be careful with these screws. Your bit will go through them like butter. Oh God. I got myself a tri-point screwdriver right here, and I've got these dishes to hold stuff in. So it's those screws here. There's the crack. You should probably use some sort of soft surface here. Feel pretty good about that. And look at that, that's all magnetized. So you want to take that and put it right over there. Put it in gently. One really nice thing about this screwdriver is that it has a spinning thing on top. You can keep your finger on it and allow you to spin the screwdriver very delicately without endangering it. Whew, that was a little bit nerve-wracking. Okay, it is spinning. Okay, so I got that other little screw. Whew. I'm so myopic that I'm just leaning forward so I can see it. Whoa. All right. Whew. Step 2, remove that single 6.1 millimeter Phillips screw from underneath the kickstand. So now I need a Phillips screwdriver. All right, here's a Phillips. So I'm gonna open this up. God, bear with me. You can actually remove this little kickstand separately. Now you can gently, there you go, pull it off. So you want to do that because you're going to need it later. I'm going to remove this micro SD card and unscrew this thing. It's so tiny. That's a little itty bitty baby thing. Let's see, step 3. Remove the two 2.7 millimeter Phillips 000 screws from the bottom of the device. You can see them there. I'm gonna get in there with that Phillips screwdriver. Take care of that. Okay, that's one of them. And then the other one here, got that little screw out. Okay, and now I'm gonna remove the single Phillips from the top, which is up here. That looks very similar to the others. Now, step 5, remove the single 3.8 millimeter Phillips screw from the left and right Joy-Con rails. See that? Okay, not those, not that one. So I'm just like ultra paranoid about this. Ah, the cracked back fell off. Okay, I'll just put that aside. I'll get more used to stuff like this someday. Okay. Ah, and you can tell it's a longer screw. Thank goodness for these magnetized screwdrivers. Now, the other side. Whew. Scott, the least handy person in the world. Still freaking out here. Whew. Kinda wish I had a whiskey. So now, step 6. Pull the rear panel up and off the device. Here we go. Ah! Okay. Whew! Now, we got this one. They look pretty much identical. To reassemble your device, follow the instructions in reverse order. So we're gonna do just that. I'm gonna take this non-cracked one, line it up. Got something a little more complicated with mine, which may be that piece of the plastic may have snapped. Attach this part. This is a bonus step I didn't expect, to attach some of these pieces. Looks like I also have to attach this kickstand rail. We'll put it over here. Getting these back in again is a lot harder. Whew. I just ripped the mesh off my other switchback cover, and I'm just applying it here. It's a little ugly, but it'll do. It looks like it wants to go in. I have two options. I can try to break the plastic tab or make it fit. So this little part is not fitting, and I'm gonna have to saw it off to get it to fit. Not ideal. Crap. I think I did it. It'll fit. I definitely deserve a drink after this. Now we gotta put the screws on. I'm not out of the woods yet. Let's get one of those screws. That's one. That's two. Okay. Whew. The bottom. Okay. Now we do this one. The Phillips screw underneath the kickstand, super tiny, be super delicate. Woo! Woo! Tri-points, tri-tip, tri-force, whatever you want to call them. Here we go. Okay. It's hard to tell when they're all the way in, and I'm very worried about stripping them. Damn thing better not crack again. And that final screw. All right. This looks like a repaired Nintendo Switch. Whew. Okay, so I just repaired the back cover on the Nintendo Switch. I am exhausted. I was stressful. Okay, so I did it though, so you should feel encouraged by that. There were a few more steps than I expected. So, you know, if you get one of these Switch covers, which I did, it looked like all the little bits and pieces weren't put onto the cover. And if I talked you through it, you should see that, you know, there's the kickstand bracket, which was Phillips head. There was the game card cover, which was Phillips head. It's like two more steps. Plus that mesh here, which is on the back, was not did not come with this case. I had to peel it off with my fingers, which was kind of, there was a little bit of stickiness left, so I stuck it on, and it seems like it'll hold. The plastic tabs, which was super weird, on the back of this did not fit into my Switch. I kept exploring inside, and I don't think anything fell in. I just think the Switch had two different size tab holes on the model I had. But I also found like a little fragment inside one of the areas where another broken plastic tab was. Actually, I hear something rattling. Anyway, you know, there was a plastic tab hole in there. I had to actually cut off a bit to make it fit, which was not what I had signed up for, and I'm surprised it even worked. So once I did that, and I kind of think I stripped a couple of the screws a tiny bit afterwards, so you have to be really careful. You can repair the back cover. that being said, it's not like a super simple thing for me. It's a little bit anxiety inducing, but I did it and it's done. I'm sure people who have put in your own Joy-Con covers are laughing at me right now, and you're going, come on, this is nothing. But if you're apprehensive about doing stuff, which I am, hopefully this tells you a little bit about what you'd be getting into. The good news is I don't have to send in a switch for repairs. It's fixed and you can do it. Total cost of the parts that I bought with the screwdriver kit, which I could use again, and the back cover, which also comes with the front cover, was like $30. Just give yourself some time, be good to yourself. I've got a bit of a headache. I'm gonna